Hello and welcome back to our series of Teleport to Endless Dreams of Music, also known as TTEDOM. Woo! Guys, this is the first time that we are actually recording together. It's difficult because we're kind of at school and we're recording this with no equipment whatsoever, just our phones.
Just us, alone in a room.
Just us two. So I'll give a little introduction. Hi guys, I am your host, Emmy Campos, and I am accompanied with my best friend,
Mary Constantino, and
sorry guys, it's the noise right now, so please don't mind. Don't mind the technical difficulties that we're going through right now. But anyway, continue what you were saying, Mary.
Yes, so I'll be co-host of this podcast / radio show, and we'll be playing some of our favorite songs.
Yes, that's one thing that we actually wanted to do for this podcast / radio show. We are going to incorporate music, actual songs by artists within the episode. But before we get into today's episode, I would like to inform you guys that we are up and running in social media, both on Twitter and on Instagram. So please follow us on Teleport to Endless Dreams, both for Twitter and Instagram. But if you guys want to follow us on our socials, individually, my ones for Instagram is park_sunghi05 for Instagram. For Twitter, it's my darkest days. And for Mary, it's My Darkest Hours, both for Instagram and Twitter. So before we get into today's topic, we shall do a little overview on what we're going to talk about. So, what are we going to talk about, Mary?
What are we talking about? Oh my god. I made a list of topics that we could talk about. So obviously school life, life at home, possibly.
Yes.
So school anecdotes, sad moments, happy moments.
Yeah, well, this podcast is gonna a lot of topics, a lot of turns. But for this episode, it's called A Living Hell, a cage of emotions. So what we're actually going to talk about is school as it's living hell. And with school, there's too many things that have happened. But recently we are currently in trials, so we're going to talk about a bit of trials. So Mary, what did you think about trials? Did you stress? Did you study? According to your subjects?
Well, according to my sleep schedule, it's totally been thrown off.
Yeah. But we all had stress.
Yes.
Stress is our best friend now, guys.
Stress is our best friend. Anxiety in particular.
Yes, anxiety, because as soon as we step into the room where we're going to do our trials in, we are actually stressing internally, because we're trying to say, oh, what happens if I forget this? Oh, what happens if I forget about that? Gotta write it down, gotta go fast. But we, for me, the only time that I actually forgot something was for my music performance. For 2 songs, I literally forgot lyrics twice. Ooh. I had to stop myself from saying an unintentional lyrics. So I was like, no. In my head, I'm like,
okay, so
I'm like, oh. Stuffed up.
Yeah,
keep going.
And you're thinking, okay, so I'm gonna do this, but when it comes to the actual thing, it's shit, I screwed it up.
Yes, that's every time. I'm like, why? Why me?
Why did I do that?
For majority of the things, even in majority of our classes, I'm always first, especially in music, because we went by the role. Yeah, we went by the role, alphabetical order. Sadly, but it's fine. Even though we said ladies first, guy friends, where you at?
And by ladies we mean all the boys.
Yes. But talking about boys, later on into this episode, we are actually going to include two of our guy friends that are in our music class, and we are actually stressed and annoyed that we're actually going to have them on this podcast, but it's going to be fun because we all get along. We're like a little family.
We're a dysfunctional family.
Yes. We get along, but however, it turns into abusive, an abusive family.
A little bit toxic.
Especially between me and this one guy. But I will briefly introduce them. But later on, they'll introduce themselves. One is called Amal, sadly, and another one is called Tate. In this little friend group of our music classroom, we're literally 5, but unfortunately one couldn't make it today.
One
so
of them died in the apocalypse.
But it's only going to be 2. One is my guy best friend.
And the other is?
And the other one is an accident. We shall not talk about it.
A highway accident.
A highway accident. We shall not talk about. But you shall listen to their voices later on within this podcast. And we shall also talk upon a few other things too with them. But yeah. What else shall we say about school that we can talk about with the boys later on? Their attitude. What like the behavior with the boys in school from year 7 to now. What do you think about that?
I don't get paid enough for babysitting them.
Oh my god, babysitting. Okay, literally for us, babysitting is taking care of the guys. Literally. I.e. right now, I studied, okay? Me and Mary studied for our music trials. However, the boys did not whatsoever. No, they didn't even care. So, me being nice, I gave them my notes for music. In other words, we had to remember acronyms
yes.
for
every
concept. There is 6. But it was hard. It was hard to remember, but as soon as you got the hang of it, you can remember because there's tripod, there's morph, there's dipty, there's ice doctor, direct, and total BPR. Oh my god.
And for every concept, it's Mrs. Hip Dot.
Yes.
That's for unity and
contrast. Too much to handle. But the boys kind of having their memory of Dory literally did not revise whatsoever. So I made pump cards for myself. I brought them to school and I gave it to my friend. And then we ran away from them because being the idiotic people that they are, absolute children, decided to call us. They decided to call me short for starters, and then I kind of hit him, and then he hit me back, but it's fine. And then I kind of was going to hit another friend of mine because what he said, but it's fine. We won't talk about that until they're present. But
see, it's all push and shove.
Yeah, all push and shove. But we are actually going to have them soon or later. But we're going to talk more, we're going to go more depth into school, how we felt, friend groups, but that is also going to be it for another episode too, so stay tuned for that one. We don't know how long it's going to be without the boys, but that is going to be chaotic, 100% chaotic. Utter chaos, yep, because we don't understand why they act like children.
Why they are the way they are.
Yes. Another thing that we're also going to be talking about is our teachers, the atmospheres created by the teachers, the mood, the atmospheres in school. So what atmosphere, what mood is constantly
depending on how they teach.
Yeah,
it can be positive or negative or neutral.
I mean, our English class always ends up in
chaos.
It's chaotic. It's always a war zone.
Yeah.
Because this that one kid is like, know this, it means this. And all you hear is, shut up. You don't know anything.
All of a sudden, the class is
silent. For a split second. Yeah. Before the bomb actually explodes.
And before debate erupts.
And then debate erupts.
And it turns into a courtroom instead of a goddamn lesson.
Yeah. And then me and Mary, they're sitting on our tables, contemplating, why out of all subjects,
why did
English.
I take this class?
It's not that. It's the students. They're like,
it's the people.
Yes, it's
people. Not me. It's you.
Exactly. It's not me. I'm not the problem.
No,
You're the problem. But it's easy to. It's simply, like, we could have like told him like, hey, can you like shush? Shut your little pie hole, please. We don't need your nonsense today. So please, please, shh.
Please stop being the headache that you are for 5 goddamn minutes.
And no, we don't need a migraine, even though we do get a lot of migraines when it comes to school. Stress. I honestly speaking, I stress eat when it comes to specific topics, like subjects when it comes to school. Maths.
Definitely. I'm pretty sure I flunked the trials for that.
I flunked trials so hard for that. Because one, I kind of did study, but some of the topics that we touched in class were not touched in trials.
Like your teacher talked about it?
Yeah, like he didn't talk about it. I'm like, okay, what is this?
What's the point?
Why? I didn't learn this. Tell me. Please tell me. Why? I know that I am a smart girl, but why? Like, you didn't say, like, okay, we're learning about this. We're learning about Pythagoras theorem. We're learning about sin, cos, and tan. We're doing algebraic functions, whatever. Parabolas. Excuse me, sir, we didn't do anything. There was some topics, there was this tripod. There's like, no, it's this one rule. I didn't understand it. I'm like, okay. Yeah, let's just say that we flunked math. That's one thing for sure. We flunked math. Well, I did for sure. Mary, 100% you didn't. 100% you passed. You passed.
Advanced kid, no.
Bro, you're advanced. I'm standard. Huge difference. Clearly states who's dumbest, who's smarter.
Hey, but I mean, I could still get a band 1.
100% you're gonna get a band 3 or band 4. You're gonna pass. I'm gonna be like, bro, band -6. 100%. But talking about subjects, what subjects do you think you did good in the trials?
Oh, definitely English.
I would say, even though I haven't done it yet, I would say music.
You're gonna do well with music.
Kinda English.
Yeah.
All I do know is I read and I wrote 6 pages for that. I wrote 6 pages, including my short story, which is another episode that we're going to talk about. So yeah, those are the things these are kind of the things, and this is how the podcast is going to roll. I'm trying my best not to talk a lot, because I am very talkative when it comes to like these type of things, and
I
like
just talk very little,
like very minimal.
I mean, I pop in every now and then, but
that's the mood that I'm trying to create. Like, it doesn't have to be a full-on conversation.
Yeah.
Like, it has, like, how we're doing it now, like, it's back and forth, and like I'm doing most of the talking, but it's fine. My mouth is going to hurt, my cheeks are going to hurt after all this laughing and smiling. But sooner or later, I think when we do get a good enough budget, we are going to start putting it on YouTube. So that you guys can finally see how we look like, and like
see our faces.
Yes, like even if you didn't expect it or not. Like all I'm going to say is you guys are going, like, out of this episodes, you guys can guess how we look like. Just from our voices, like, you guys can guess where we're from. Like, obviously we're Australian, but we have different ethnicities.
Yeah.
So like you don't know, Mary might be Chinese. Mary might
be Indonesian.
Yes,
I could be
you could be
Thailand.
Mexican.
For all I know, maybe. Hey, is it too late to check my ancestry?
and you don't know, I might be Turkish. I might be American.
You could be related to someone in our school.
Yeah, you never know. Like there's so many possibilities on how we look like.
Many.
So many. Like once, like, for an episode as well, we're going to actually talk like what our culture is, like where we're from and everything. But this is how we roll. So before continuing, we are actually going to listen to a song now. It's called Sucker for Pain. Sorry guys, I don't know all the artists. All I know that Ty Dolla $ign is in there, Wiz Khalifa, Imagine Dragons, and I think there's 2 more. I'm not 100% sure, but this song was actually used in a movie called
Suicide Squad.
Yes, I forgot what it was called for like a split second. But yeah, we're going to pause for a second so that we can have a rest, drink water.
Yes.
And then we'll continue. We come back with 2 of our guests. Annoying and chaotic guests. Well, yes, we can call them children for then. So, yeah, we shall leave you guys to it so you guys can enjoy and listen to Sucker for Pain by Wiz Khalifa. Have a water break. Guys,
Yes.
if you're actually sitting down like for a long period of time, please stand up, stretch.
Yes. Take a walk,
Your-
touch grass.
Your physical and mental health is a lot recently because due to the pandemic, obviously we couldn't like go around and about and do a lot of things. We had to stay indoors, which was annoying. But now that it's kind of dying down, please stretch, go out for a walk, drink
Call your
water, say hi to your relatives, be nice. Okay, without further ado, this is Sucker for Pain by Wiz Khalifa and Ty Dolla $ign, the Imagine Dragons, and many more.
I torture you. Take my hand through the flame. I torture you. I'm a slave to your games. I wanna chain you up. I wanna tie you down. I'm just a sucker for pain. I'm a sucker for pain. I got the squad tatted on me from my neck to my ankles. The pressure from the man got us all in rebellion. We gon' go to war, yeah, without failure. Do it for the fam, dog. 10 toes down, dog. Love and the loyalty, that's what we stand for. Alienated by society. All this pressure give me anxiety. Walk slow through the fire. Like who gon' try us? Feeling the world go against us, so we put the world on our shoulders. I'll torture you. Take my hand through the flame. I'll torture you. I'm a slave to your games. I wanna chain you up. I wanna tie you down. I'm just a sucker for pain.
I've been at it with my homies, it don't matter, you don't know me. I've been rolling with my team, we the illest on the scene. I've been riding around the city with my squad. I've been riding around the city with my squad. We just posted getting crazy, living like this is so amazing. Hold up, take a step back when we roll up, cause I know what. We've been loyal, we've been fan, we the ones you're trusting. Won't hesitate to go straight to your head like a concussion. I know I've been busting, no discussion for my family. No hesitation through my scope, I see my enemy like what's up, hold up, we finna reload up. Yes, I reload up, I know what up, I know what up.
I'll torture you. Take my hand through the flame. I'll torture you. I'm a slave to your games. I wanna chain you up. I wanna tie you down. I'm just a sucker for pain.
Devoted devoted to destruction. A full dosage of detrimental dysfunction. I'm dying slow, but the devil trying to rush me. See, I'm a fool for pain. I'm a dummy, might cut my head off right after I slit my throat. Tongue kiss a shark, got jealous bitches up in the boat, eating peanut butter and jellyfishes on toast. And if I get stung, I get stoked. Might choke like I chewed a chunk of charcoal. Naked in the North Pole. That's why my heart cold, full of sorrow. A lost soul, and only Lord knows when I'm coming to the crossroads. So I don't fear shit for tomorrow. And I'm a sucker for pain. It ain't nothing but pain. You just fucking complain. You ain't tough as you claim. Just stay up in your lane. Just don't fuck with Lil Wayne. I'ma jump from my plane or stand in front of a train. Cause I'm a sucker for pain.
Used to doing bad, now we feel like we just now getting there. Ain't got no other way, so we started and finished it.
No pain, no gain. Never stand down, made our own way. Never going slow, we pick up the pace. This is what we wanted from a young age.
No emotion, that's what business is. Lord have mercy on the witnesses.
Take my hand through the flame. I told you. I'm just a sucker for pain. More pain got me begging, 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 begging for more pain. Got me begging, 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 begging for more pain. Got me begging, 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 begging.
Okay, hi guys, welcome back. This is our second part of the podcast where we have two guests invited to this part of the podcast. I don't know if they want to introduce themselves or do they want us to introduce themselves? Okay.
So, my name's Bob.
Okay, so today we have two of our friends that are in our music class. One is called Amar. God knows how old he is. My mind.
He's 1,000 years old.
Oh.
My mind is currently
She said,
not working, and then we have the youngest
Bob.
in this friend group ish.
Bob.
His name is Tate
It's Bob.
His name's Bob. It's Bob.
or Bob, if you guys want.
Ah.
So right now, how do you guys feel of being on the podcast? Is it weird? Is it something new? Like, speak, please.
This thing.
Talk.
You guys can't see it, but
Shrugs. So I'm guessing it's a new feeling for you guys.
I don't know how I feel.
Is it weird? Yes, no, least answer.
Feels normal, I can't lie.
Feels normal? Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
just a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about what me and Mary were talking about before.
Okay.
What did you guys think and feel about trials?
I hated it.
I want to deck myself.
Oh my god!
Solid.
Oh my god!
Same here.
So
like,
glad we can agree on something.
was there like a subject you guys didn't want to do? Was there a subject you guys wanted to do? So like your favorite or your worst subject?
I hated legal.
I hated it.
Bad. 3 hours born.
I hated retail.
Don't tell your teachers.
Don't tell your teachers.
I'm telling you. Telling you.
Don't tell me.
End of the year.
The retail test was so ass, but the retail classes.
But like, do you guys feel like you guys passed in specific one?
Nope.
Yes.
I failed.
Like you
Oh,
did.
wait, the
like,
only ones that I know I passed is music. That's the only one.
Yeah, I passed that one too. Like I think everyone here we all passed. Cause like Tate is currently coming first to music. Mary's coming second. I'm coming third. I think you're coming fourth. Yeah. But yeah. So also, what do you guys think about school in general? Like, what's its pros? What's its cons? Like, how many?
Praise to school.
What do
Oh
you
my
hate about it?
god!
Is there
like,
anything you
i.e.
like?
like
Anything?
favorite teachers, your friends.
Oh, my favorite teacher left like
Oh.
3 years ago.
But like, in general, please talk.
What are we talking about? I can't really hear.
We're talking about school.
Okay.
Cool. Like in general, like.
So the pros about school is that it's a place to get away. The cons about it is that it's the place to get away.
It's a place to get away. You wanna
It's a place you want to run
expand?
away from.
You wanna
Like,
elaborate?
you want to elaborate on what you're trying to say?
So
So he comes to school to be free, but he also hates school and wants to leave as soon as possible.
Yes.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
See, there
Why? Why?
we go.
Okay. So now this leads to my question: why do you feel like school is fun, but then why do you feel school is?
Sometimes it's a quarter, sometimes it's a shit.
But why? Like, is there a specific reason?
Like,
It's for me.
okay. How are you guys feeling about it?
No, I felt special yesterday when people were cheering for me.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that too.
You know what? That was very surreal for me.
I was
Yeah?
the only one. I feel like my shit was the loudest.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure your one was the loudest?
Everybody was yelling at me. Telling me to get off the stage. Get off the stage! Yeah, okay.
No, Tate, you were good.
Okay, let's talk about that too. What do you guys feel? Okay, background information for the listeners. So yesterday we had like a mini type concert, where us four performed.
It was so dead.
We performed in front of the school. At first, it was kind of dead, like they didn't want to pay attention. Mary went first to play the piano.
Yeah, and people were talking, which I could hear. But you know what? Let them talk.
And then haters gonna hate while players gonna play. And then we had Amal who played bass.
He played so ass yesterday.
Exactly. He
100%.
100%. You
Played
were
so
offbeat.
So offbeat.
You were either too fast or too slow. And then we had Tate. He performed and he
I
sang.
played like ass.
And
No, he played the guitar while singing, which was very good. Don't bring yourself
it
down.
was beautiful.
Yeah. And then I was last. I sung.
Oh, Trevor, you want to be part of the podcast, eh?
What are you guys doing, guys?
We're recording a
Recording a
podcast.
podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you joining in? Yes or no?
Just want to listen.
Here comes another guest. His name's Adrian.
Okay.
Go for Adrian Phillips.
Okay. We have another guest,
man, he's
but
the
he's
man.
not going to talk. He said that he's just going to listen. Also, a friend of ours, Adrian, that's also in our music class. Yeah. Okay, so back what we were talking about yesterday. How did we feel after our performances?
I felt gangster.
Oh my god.
Walking on that stage and everybody's like, woo! I was walking up, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Everybody's cheering for me. Yeah.
Yes, they're cheering for you.
Don't look at me, you already know how I feel about that.
How do you feel, Mark? No, say it. Say it. You're on podcast. Say it.
Phillips.
How do you feel?
You want Uber?
Is it nothing?
No. It's just white chocolate.
Is it cake or what?
This one here. Just in case you forgot.
No, I want to hear how you feel, mate.
Like,
Let me finish eating.
You're right.
Yeah, I wanted to quit life right there. Before I wanted to say you wanted to quit life.
You wanted your
no, the
soul,
part
yeah.
where I actually
Just
got
wait for me.
surprised was when Tate had to like come and sit next to you.
Just get the shit out of me.
But how do you feel you went?
I thought it was going fun, then this guy just comes up and just...
I'll be honest with you, Mark. You weren't on beat at all. I'm being straight out honest. I'm just as a friend, I'm trying to tell you, you were not on beat.
I was behind her, I was like tapping the tempo and he goes, way past
Yeah.
the tempo. It was
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Oh my
I was watching you.
child.
I was watching. So you got up really off beat. You had the full song and you didn't like stop or anything like that. But the only problem was you were off beat and you couldn't really like. I think maybe it's because you were nervous. You were like sometimes going too loud or too soft where we couldn't hear you at all.
Like the part when you like scared me the most when you're like dun 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 dun. Like in the chorus.
The slap was so
The
hard.
slap. I was like, what the?
Are you trying to break the streak?
I know. Okay, so now that we're talking about performances, what do you guys think about your trials coming up? Out of the 4, which one's your favorite? Which one's your least favorite? And why?
HSC.
Yeah, HSC, like the performances that we performed in class.
Oh,
And for trials.
no. What?
So like, for example,
What
me,
performance do we like and what performance?
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't really like.
The performance I like was my own song, obviously.
Yeah. And what's the name of the
What was
song?
that least hate? Oh, that I like the least. Totally the guitar. Because I know I can do that. That's right.
Yeah, but it's a work in progress. Do you have a favorite and least song that you play a lot?
Yeah.
What is it?
All his songs.
All his songs. All his songs. What about you, Mary? Which ones do you
I
like?
hate most of my songs.
I think I have to go with Meet Me Halfway first.
Yeah.
Is there someone else? And then Hard to Miss.
Yeah, do you want to say
My
yours, Adrian?
favorite song is O, which is from Squid Game, because it is very, very slow. There's like barely any chords, and it's like so easy to remember. And it's so slow, but it sounds so good. Like really powerful. It's a really powerful song.
Just got that.
And what does the host have to say?
I would say like my favorite one. It's difficult because all of my songs showcase my voice, but I would say my favorite one would be Rolling in the Deep,
Oh, yeah.
and then Empire State of Mind.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, okay. Going back to talk about school, is there any specific teachers that you liked throughout the whole entire course of high school?
Who I like throughout the whole high school, I'd say I have 3 teachers.
If you want to say their names, go ahead. But if you don't want to, then it's fine.
That's okay.
Miss Braley,
Oh yeah.
um,
No, it's a good one.
Mr. Cullen,
Hmm.
Mr. Adnan. No, wait, hold on, Miss Brown.
Why did you?
That's it?
Okay,
That's all
you're
I
the
was
next
meant to.
person. Okay, you're the next person. Who are your favorite teachers?
And to what we were
I hate
talking
the fact that I
about?
can't hear you. What I can't hear you.
The fact that I wasn't even talking and you said
What'd you do?
She just
What
left.
did you say? What did you say? What is this?
Okay, Mary, do you have any favorite teachers, like from subjects?
Oh, definitely. And I definitely have least favorites.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry.
Who don't you?
Some of them are gone, thankfully.
Let's start with your least favorite. Who?
My math teacher. I hate him so much.
Mr. Polaris.
Yeah, so much.
Everybody hates him.
And then there's another teacher. I forgot who it was. I don't like them.
teacher?
Yes.
Who?
We shall not name them, but
Who?
I don't no longer like my art teachers because something happened.
Miss Robinson.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
And Nobles. Don't like them no more. Anyway, I'm not saying anything else. My favorite teachers would be my English teacher, my music teacher, and
You like Mr. Pearson?
yeah, he's alright.
There's something wrong with you.
And there's something wrong.
Is everything
Actually,
okay in your
yes, it is. It's
I'll
just
just let you slowly process it again before
no, it's
you
because
ask that question.
Because what?
how you guys act towards him.
We don't act
What?
anything.
We don't act anything. We act
We-
ourselves.
we-
It's just
we-
he picks on us.
We retaliate in an attitude. We don't come to like class. Like when we first met him, we were like so
We
kind to him.
were kind as, and then he was
No.
difficult on us.
No, you know what happened? It's because all the other boys, all the other folks. It's because
Oh yeah,
when they were
are you
there-
talking about year 11?
yeah, when they
Oh,
were
yeah,
there, we
yeah.
had Mr. Pearson, every class was just screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
It came
took
to one
us
point
like
where they had to move
20
out.
minutes to actually start the
Yeah,
class.
until eventually they went to another class to do their work, whatever. And then as soon as they left, I guess he got bored because he had no one else to like argue with. So he started with me. I was the first person, and I
Because
kind
he
of.
was the closest, like, he was
Yeah.
always with them.
So I was like, he started with me, so I was a bit of a little shit back then. I kind of deserved
You still
it.
are, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
I kind of deserved it, but
What?
I kind of deserved it. But then I stopped being like bad. I was quiet. I stopped doing like I just did my own thing, and then he just
Try doing your work.
when I didn't do any work, he yelled at me. When I did do work, he yelled at me.
Yeah.
It just don't make sense.
Every time I was talking, he would yell at me. When I didn't talk, he would get mad at me. I'm like, what are you gonna do, man?
Do you have like a favorite teacher, Adrian? Or
My
like,
favorites would be society and culture teachers.
Of course.
Society and culture, 100%. 100%.
And then that's you.
Yeah, English. Sports coaching, 100%.
Oh,
Sports
Mr.
coaching.
Palmer.
Sports Palmer is in the G.
I've never, like, Mr. Palmer has never taught me. I've never spoken to him either.
Oh, he's really cool once you get to know him.
But he's only cool for the boys.
Yo.
Wow.
When it comes to the
Wow.
Favorites.
girls, like, if you want to fight with him, he'll fight like.
No. With the girls, he's like he mucks around, but like there's certain things he
He can
does.
say.
He
And
can.
do.
But around girls, he's he's really good. But when just the boys, he's fun as fuck.
He's
So,
himself.
He's himself.
he doesn't do anything bad, but he just like he makes us laugh.
That's actually good.
Yeah, but those are my three favorite teachers: English, science, culture, sports coaching. My least favorite teachers. Starting. Nah. So so my least three are most hated subjects or teachers. So number one being the worst. Number three being not the worst. Actually, no. Number one being not so bad. Number three being worse.
Okay.
So number one, I have Mr. Polaris. Number two, I've got
Not
food
so
too.
bad.
Yeah, not so bad. He's not so bad.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's because he's a family friend to you. There's a difference.
Yeah.
No, I don't see him as my family friend anymore, man.
Okay, and number two would be Miss Chen. Number three would be Mr. Pearson.
Okay, I see why. Okay, let's talk about...
What's another topic, guys?
Let's talk about another topic. So, me and Mary prior, we started talking about a lot of things. So we already touched upon them: trials, school in general, teachers, the dudes, and sometimes how we have to babysit, etc. But is there anything else that you guys want to talk about, like about school, or do you guys want to move on to a different topic?
The school is so corrupt. The system is so corrupt.
Amar looks dead.
Amar is dead. He's currently sleeping.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to his soul.
Hey, I love you too, man.
Hate you too.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Actually, let's talk about one thing. I heard that there's somebody in this room that's actually a composer. Who's that?
Oh, Wonder
Who's
Woman.
that?
Oh,
Who's
why is
that?
everybody looking at me?
Because you are the person.
Not even.
Okay, so then...
Yeah, guys, we're looking at him.
No, we're looking at Tate. So how do you feel being a composer? How do you feel being so talented?
She's jealous.
I don't feel talented at all.
How does it feel being gay?
Stop it, guys. Stop making me laugh.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god.
famous.
I don't know.
Like, does it feel surreal, or
No, it's fine.
do you just feel like you...
Tate is very
It's
content.
just something that I love doing, you know?
Yeah.
I'll show you guys something.
Oh, show me something.
Well, whilst he brings it up, if Tate lets us, we can use his songs as our little breaks if he allows.
No.
No? No? Okay. No.
No.
Nah. Okay, never mind.
If a song,
Sad.
until I release some songs, then you can use it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'll show you. Okay. This is a Bruno Mars typing.
Why does it sound like the weed?
Doesn't matter with the paper.
That's good. That's
Sounds
actually
good. Sounds like a
really
video
good.
game.
I know, it
Mixed
sounds
through.
like... It reminded me of the Wii. Not gonna lie. But, yeah, that's really good. How long did it take you
Took me
to do that one?
10 minutes.
10.
That was 10 minutes.
I could never, man. I could never. Okay. So, I'm gonna ask this question because I'm actually kind of curious. What do you guys want to do after school, after high school, besides uni? Like,
Everybody knows what I'm doing.
besides, like, yes, we all know that everyone's gonna go to uni or TAFE, but what do you want
I'm
to do?
currently a music artist and producer.
So, you're not going to uni, right?
I'm going to take for audio.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Mom? What do you want to be?
He wants to be
Oh, you changed? Oh, okay.
a male stripper.
Wait.
Oh my god.
What did he say?
He wants to be a male stripper.
He wants to be a student.
The sound of that
You
man.
can't even
I can't even say it. Hey, I'm half awake. What do you want to be after school, Mary?
Obviously, I want to do something in the visual design department. I think that'd be really cool.
No, we really.
If I could do like freelance work, that'd be cooler.
Yeah, sadly, what I want to become is not. How do I say it? It's not appropriate in the eyes of my parents.
Appropriate.
So I have to become something else.
What?
So I want to become a singer. Parents don't allow it, nor my family. If I do become a singer, they kick me out of the house. But now I don't know what to do. So with the help of my sister, we decided on me studying media and communications.
I'll show you guys something that I made with my other artist. It's coming soon.
Sneak peeks, yay!
Love a preview.
Yeah.
That
What do you guys
was
think about that
good.
song? Honestly, honest opinions, what do you guys think about that song?
That sounds nice.
Very cool.
Coordinate.
I really like the beat. It's very nice.
Coordinate.
If you guys have a relationship, yeah, use their song.
Okay, so
This guy's asleep. What's going on there?
I don't.
He's actually asleep.
It's actually sweet.
Guy needs his coffee.
Who needs this? I had my coffee this
I
morning.
have my coffee too.
Yay! Okay.
I had
Nothing.
He had cocaine.
Panadol and water this morning.
Oh yeah, true. You're right.
Trying to
Currently
revive myself.
sick. I think I'm also getting sick, but it's fine.
We're all getting sick.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we end?
He's awake now.
Oh my gosh, she's alive.
Let's talk about I'm sleeping. Yeah, jokes. See that guy over there? The one sleeping on the guitar like an idiot.
Literally nobody can see it.
Well, there's this guy sleeping on the guitar.
We
Not
don't
gonna
know
name
him.
any names, but he named me.
We don't know him.
His name's Mark. I'm just saying.
Okay, so is there anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up? Or
No.
do you guys want to wrap it up already?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up? Okay, so we're also going to go to another break, but I'll pass to the co-host to introduce the song that we're going to listen to. Hope you guys like it, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Hey, this is your co-host speaking. So we're gonna be listening to a song called All My Friends by Madian. The song came out in 2019, a couple months before the release of Good Faith. So enjoy the song while we take a short break.
All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear. Tell me what's going on. Can you take me there before the morning comes? Can you make me care? Tell me what's going on. Let me fade into flashing lights. Yeah, I've been working overtime. 'Cause all my friends, they know messes out of sight. If we're the same, let it go. Somebody save me from the madness. Right. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. Cause all my friends, they know they're making messes out of sight. If we're the same, let it go. Somebody save me from the madness. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. All my friends are watching, I can hear them talking. Right.
Welcome back to our last segment where we summarize everything that we did in this episode. So today we actually went through a lot with our guests. Annoying, chaotic, and loud guests. Today we were able to talk about school in general, and which includes trials, HGC, what else?
Teachers,
Student,
Yeah.
favoritism, and many more. But we hope that you guys had a nice time listening to this fresh podcast. As you all know, this is our first episode. So if there's anything that we missed out on, please feel free.
Feel free to tell us or ask any questions.
If you guys have specific topics that you guys want us to talk about,
Contact us.
Con-
Reach out.
we have our email, and we also have Twitter and Instagram. And once again, if you guys want to follow us individually, our accounts will be linked under the TTEDOM one. And if you guys still want to know about the Instagram for the podcast, it is teleport to endless dreams with underscores in between at the end 04. Once again, the Instagram for this podcast is teleport _to _endless _dreams _05. And in the description you will find Mary's and I's personal account for Instagram, if you guys want to follow us there. We shall also, on the Instagram of the podcast, we shall also give up heads up if anything happens, if our schedule says no. I'm also working on something. I've told Mary about it too. It's also a vlog, if you guys are interested, of Year 12 student life. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. And once we reach specific topics, we shall go more in depth into there. And once the date is secured, I shall be posting the podcast very, very soon, and also the vlog, as there are many things going on right now.
There's chaotic.
Yeah, there's something right now we're preparing for.
Yep.
it's called Mad Night that our school does. Everyone has been extremely busy around that. The teachers, the students, my music class, I sadly have to see their faces every day now.
Just 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks.
Ish.
2 more weeks, and that's all.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll be at the formal.
we'll be at the formal, and we will be able to leave school
Oh, and
without anything else.
our English teacher earlier, Mr. Dashley. Hey, miss.
If you're listening, hi.
Hi. So she said something about like a lunch for the class. So
Ooh.
we're gonna be helping setting that up too.
Yeah. So we shall come back with our second episode that is going to be coming a week after this one, or literally the day after this one. Long story short, in the second episode, so far, because there's only 2 episodes, it's going to be the shortest one, due to privacy and emotions.
Yes.
We're going to have a good time. We hope that this gets to a wide range of listeners. Depending on the episode as well, it depends if we have guests or not. For the first 2, we do have one. So that's all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your day, eat, drink, and that's it from our host, your host, Amy Campos.
And as always, this has been your co-host, Mary. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!